Hello everyone, how are you doing? Now, I want to do a video talking about how much risk is required in order to recovering, because everything is going to feel very, very scary. Think about this. Cutting compulsions is going to feel scary. Doing that exposure is going to feel scary. Shifting and disputing irrational beliefs is going to feel scary, because you'll be thinking, oh my God, what if I adopt a new belief and I'm a different person? What if I have a different identity? What if I don't see the world the same as my friend? What if I don't follow the crowd? What if I have a different belief from society? So it's all going to feel that risky feeling. It's all going to feel like, oh no, that's a step too far. This is different. This is too much. I can't do that. That's how it's going to feel. Because remember, as you all know, because you're currently experiencing this, OCD is going to doubt absolutely everything. I was very, very scared to take the risk. I was very scared to even read the first book on our reading list, for example, because I thought, oh my God, you kind of get used to suffering. And what I mean by that, yes, I was obviously suffering very bad, but I was scared to change. I was scared to put in the effort and put in the work and the consistency to change, because I thought, oh my God, what if I get worse? What if I do this exposure? What if I read this book? What if I cut that compulsion and it haunts me forever? So I was obviously very, very scared of doing that. But you have to start taking the risk. You have to take the leap. You have to take the step out of the comfort zone. Otherwise, and a good way of looking at this is look at the alternative. The alternative is currently staying stuck with OCD. And I had to ask myself this very, very honest question and think, Sam, what alternative do I have? I can either continue doing compulsions, I can stay in that cycle, but where is that getting me? Well, it's leading to me, it's keeping me in a cycle, it's making me feel very, very depressed, it's leading to me to feel very guilty, very anxious, panicking, and so on. Okay? The quality of life was very, very low. So I thought, well, the alternative here is to at least try and implement the tools, try and apply the advice given in even coaching calls or the webinars or the videos that you're watching, at least try and implement that and the application of that, because I thought, well, what other choice do I have? And I had to really be honest with myself, because I was very reluctant to take that leap. I needed that push. I needed just, Sam, give it a go and see what happens. Because I was so scared of how I felt. I was so scared of leaving my comfort zone and getting to a stage where if I never get better, if I make myself worse, I'm doomed. I'm going to be stuck forever. My whole life is wasted. I will never ever get better, and so on. I was so scared of that. But the best thing, obviously in hindsight, looking back now as I'm recovered, the best thing that I done was take that risk. And that felt incredibly scary. That felt very daunting. It felt very terrifying. I was very frightened to take that leap. Okay? And this is why I try and urge to not take a huge leap into the unknown. If you can, then great. But let's take one step today, and let's take another step tomorrow. Let's at least open the first book on the reading list. Let's at least cut this compulsion. Let's start small with exposures and go up the hierarchy, and then up in the game, up in the shame attacks, whilst we start gradually breaking down the fears. Okay? Otherwise, and I'm frustratingly saying this, I see many, many people not making as much progress as they'd like, because of that exact reason, because they are scared to take the risk. They are very frightened and refusing to take any kind of leap and to step out of their comfort zone. Recovery does not happen in the comfort zone. Getting better and staying better from OCD, a very difficult disorder, does not happen laying in bed scrolling on your phone. It does not happen continuing partaking in compulsions. It does not happen being very irrational, very rigid, very black and white in our thinking. It will not happen. I am the evidence of that. Many people are the evidence of that. I see it every day in coaching calls because they are not making as much progress as they'd like, or making zero progress because they are still giving in to the short-term compulsive cycle, still not changing beliefs, not doing any exposures, still have a very unhealthy, bad life structure, and just not making the change required, not making the necessary adjustments required in order to get better and to stay better. And it is incredibly frustrating because I know it's difficult, I know it's scary, I know it feels like, oh my God, what if there's no coming back from this? I know that because I'm talking from personal experience, I'm talking from the heart. I fully understand that. That was me. I was very reluctant to take that leap, but I'm so glad that I did. I'm so glad I thought, right, how I currently was, or how I was back then, that wasn't a healthy way of living. I was just existing. I wasn't living. I was going from setback to setback, trigger to trigger. I was just sort of having unhealthy addictive behaviors. I was just staying in an OCD rut, in a cycle, not making any progress at all, just sort of focusing on how I felt. Okay, today I might feel better, yesterday I felt crap, and just sort of swaying between each day, going up and down, back and forth, making no progress at all, just going round in circles because I was just chasing a feeling with short-term relief, with short-term compulsions, and not making any long-lasting change. Okay? Because remember, what OCD is going to do is going to doubt absolutely everything. Is going to doubt whether, is this a compulsion? Well, what's right, what's wrong? Is that the right way of thinking? Is that the wrong way of thinking? Is that an exposure? Should I be reading this? Should I be disputing this many times? Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? You're dealing with a doubting disorder, which is going to doubt absolutely everything. It's even going to doubt you've got OCD. That's what it's going to do. It's going to doubt all the tools that you learn. It's going to doubt your coach. It's going to doubt the books. It's going to doubt your recovery work. It's going to doubt how much progress. Do not underestimate how much OCD will doubt everything and how real it will feel. Okay? It is beyond belief how real it's going to feel. You can't put that into words because... And this is where it's also important to get the right help, because someone who hasn't experienced OCD, someone who hasn't experienced the depths of hell and rock bottom of OCD will not understand how real it feels. I and we and all the coaches here understand how that feels, how convincing it feels within a matter of milliseconds, and how it feels like you made no progress at all, how it feels like you're going to be stuck forever, how it feels like this current trigger is going to be your current state for the rest of your life. That's how it's going to feel. Okay? So... to summarize the bottom line of this video, to recap, take that risk. Recovery, any mental health recovery, any improvement of a mental health requires risk, because look at the alternative. Look how you're currently feeling. Look at your current behaviors and beliefs, and be very, very honest. Look at the current compulsions you're doing and be very, very honest. Where is that getting you? These are questions I had to ask myself. Where is that getting me, Sam? Am I doing it? Am I giving myself justice here? Am I just existing, or am I actually living? Am I giving myself the best chance of recovery? No, I was not, because I was too scared to take that leap. Terrified of taking that leap. Okay? Of course, this is where accountability and being responsible and being reliable and taking and having that grit of you taking that risk. I'm here to guide you. Rob's here to guide you. Mommin's here to guide you. Nick's here to guide you. Gemma's here to guide you. But it's down to us. It's down to the sufferer themselves to take that leap. I'm here. We're here with you every step of the way. We're here backing you. Of course we are. However, I can only push you so much until you think, right, do I just go for it now? What do I really want? How am I serious about getting better? Am I really that serious? Or am I saying, I just want it, but then not actually backing it up in behaviours? Not actually backing up with disputing beliefs? Not actually backing up with changing life structure? Not actually backing it up and supporting the fact you want to get better with doing the recovery work? Okay? That's so important to hear, because talk is cheap. Action is a lot rarer. It's it's very much uncommon. You do not see, I see people and they tell me, even on the first call, they tell me, Sam, I'll do everything to recover. I'll do anything to recover. I just want to get better. I've had enough of OCD suffering. And then, as we're still speaking, I can see they are not giving up compulsions. They are going very slow through the first book. They are not disputing irrational beliefs. They're not maybe coming into coaching calls that often. They're not being consistent, because back down the trap of looking for that quick fix you go again. Okay, that is what I see the most often. Okay, take that leap, take that risk. We are with you every step of the way. Ask yourself, what is the alternative? How am I feeling today? Where are my current behaviors, my current life structure, my current beliefs, my current life habits? Where are they currently getting you? Some very important things to think about, and some hard truths, some brutal honesty, and some realities of how someone recovers. And it's not a linear walk in the park. It takes a lot of grit, it takes a lot of application, and it takes a lot of persistence and consistency with applying the tools. You can get there, you will get there. There is hope, there is plenty of hope. You see all the people on our website, OCD Recovery website. Everyone here, the coaches here, we were once stuck. We were once in your shoes. We know exactly how it feels. We are talking from experience. We know how that feels. We know the ups and downs of the journey. We know the different setbacks, how real it all suddenly feels, the demotivation, all the different physical symptoms and the sensations and all that. The physical symptoms, for example, I'll do a whole separate video on this. I would say there are absolutely thousands of them. There isn't just one sensation that means there's anxiety. There isn't just one symptom that means, yeah, that's guilt. There's plenty. OCD can manifest in many, many different ways. Take that risk. Ask yourself, what's the alternative? You can get there. You will get there. We'll get there. If you're interested in our one-to-one calls, please email phil@ocdrecovery.com. If you should get in touch with some coaching calls and some webinars and get involved in our WhatsApp groups, they're very good because you feel like you're not alone. As a community, there's that constant connection with people. There's humour as well, because humour saves lives. So that's very, very important. And when I stop speaking, when I shut my mouth, a number will come up, a WhatsApp number, which you can get in touch with Phil, and you can sort out sessions with our coaches here. Anyway, you take care, and we'll speak again. Bye-bye.